Hello, hello, hello. It is your boy, Dave Jose. It is a nice and chill Monday morning. It is, let's see what the date is. The date is going to be November 29th, and I'm coming to drop another major, big, huge fire win for the people. Now, guys, what I'm talking about is a big battle that God let us have a victory in. That is probably one of the biggest in the nation when it comes to employers, when it comes to business, when it comes to people being forced to get mandates. It is freaking huge. Now, guys, I just got to tell you that a lot of people said they didn't believe that notices and affidavits could do a whole lot. The attorneys thought that it's just a piece of paper when we look at the Constitution, as they say. They really don't tell you that it is the Constitutions because there's one for every state as well as the federal. So we use these constitutions to bring forth truth, excuse me, and to show people another way of doing things. The truth is, guys, is we have been doing things wrong for a long time. They have not showed us the state constitutions because they knew that our individual liberty interests and our majority of our foundational principles are in those constitutions. So they have hid those from the people. So people were running around roughshod over people in all different areas because attorneys could plot out some sophisticated scheme to attack the people and get what they want, or to extend jurisdiction over people so that they can benefit, do side deals, all types of stuff, which is the issue with this whole Chinese situation. We're gonna call it this martial arts virus. Right? So this whole issue this whole time has been with the fact that government officials have done side businesses with Title 42 created by attorneys who have them believing that they can make money off of our Social Security. For every time they give you one of these, there's administrative costs. For every time they put somebody on a vent, there's administrative costs. So there is a reason for them to act up and to attack the people and say, we're going to force you to get a SHOT. All these businesses, not all, but many took COVID money and did all types of stuff like that. So many took, they got money from the martial arts program. So a lot of these big name companies are getting millions and millions of dollars funneled into them. A lot of the cities, millions and millions of dollars, because they're getting paid for these situations. So it is a trick and it is dirty from the beginning. But guys, God has given us a big victory. So what am I talking about? We actually had someone who I call P. Diddy. We had a very powerful man. Also, he's known as Finger Roll, the man, the myth, the legend, right? Well, Finger Roll sent me some information letting me know that they wanted to force the union workers at Stellantis and other places to get these things in their arm in order to be able to work. And he asked me to put something together and do a notice, and he let me know it needed to be done fast. And I dropped everything, jumped right on it, and we got everything together. We got the notices out. I sent it to Josh and the affidavit mamas to make sure that it was okay, that there was no errors or anything, and then we were ready to rock. So Finger Roll went and got like 200 copies and brought it to the people at work and started teaching them, showed them. Then some of these parents took the dang documents from their plant got copies and took it to other plants and their kids at other job sites and turned it in. So then I see that the legislature of one state started sending notice back to the people saying, "Oh, we agree. We see what's going on. We know what's up, right?" Now, needless to say, it was Republican government officials who were writing them back, which is deep in itself because it was in a land that is mostly Democrat. But it went even deeper. So the notices got sent out. Um, they dropped fire on people. The UAW started writing back, talking about religious rights and constitutional rights, which they've never done before. That's not how they speak. But this is a huge, 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 huge victory. People start getting notices back from the legislature, which shows that even in a place where, I'll just tell you, I was in Michigan, even in a place where it is a lot of Democratic leaders, a lot of people who have taught that, the people have no voice in lower level communities. It's just not the case, guys. We got this major situation where I'll show you what was said by one of the Telegram posts. I got a word from Fingerroll that this might be going to international. So before everything broke out, they saw what was being taught inside of the notices, started sharing it around. So the UAWs and all of them were sending the stuff to international because they realized, I believe, that they were making mistakes and trampling people's rights. And as I tell you guys, they don't always know what our rights are. So you got to teach them and give them a chance. And once they saw, guys, I'm going to show you what happened. Check this out. All right, so this was on Telegram. I guess it's from Conservative Treehouse. It says, Big Three U.S. automakers agree not to mandate vaccines for UAW union members. Now watch this. A big win for medical privacy. Now notice we put in our notices about privacy, the public and the private, and the principles of freedom. Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis have agreed the United Auto Workers union members will not be forced to take the vaccine as condition of employment, UAW announcement. Additionally, the vaccine status of the workers will remain private with a policy of private and voluntary disclosure. So guys, understand, a very powerful man in my life, I'm going to just tell you, it was my dad. He came to me and told me that we needed to stand up to show that the people had a right to not be forced, and he asked me to make a notice, knowing that if I did, that God would use it to blow the backside of corruption. Well, guess what, guys? That's exactly what happened. Now, I told you guys, ever since I was little, when my dad challenged me, he knew that he can ignite me to do some crazy stuff, right? Like just unthinkable. And so he gave me a challenge. He's like, Dave, what's going on? You helping other people get these notices? You need to hurry up and get mine done. And he cares about the people. This man stood outside with hundreds of notices to help the people to make sure they were not forced. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the actual notice that I did after my dad dropped some smoke on me. So let's check it out and see. Okay, guys, because you know that we always bring the PCAPS and show you the freaking power that we're going to come with. Here's the notice to UAW and state legislature rights of the people, right? Ray Curry, union president, we sent it to Michigan legislature, Senate and House. We got the name of the worker. Notice to UAW and state legislature of the rights of the people. I'm one of the people. Michigan Constitution tells all political powers inherent in the people. Government instituted for their benefit. Michigan Constitution, discrimination, exercise, religion, race, whatever. Assembly, consultation, instruction, and petition. The people got the right to come together. Miranda versus Arizona, where rights secured by the Constitution involved, there could be no rulemaking or legislation which would abrogate them. Michigan Constitution, Section 17, due process of law, fair treatment, investigations. No person compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. So we show what we're going to do, or what rights we have, and then we blow their back out, showing that we know that they're all working in a Title 42 non-positive law administrative program where they are making money in a private system. Now, this right here blows the back out of any government official who has taken part in any type of action like this, because they know child support is Title 42, is never been passed. CPS, Title 42, never been passed. All this martial arts flu stuff, all of it is Title 42 and never been passed, yet they're making administrative cost money off of it to lock you down and shut you down. So these guys know that we know. So we let them know clearly, all public officers take notice of my declared rights and refrain from trying to use any mandate, recommendations, or any other tactics that will interfere with my right to make my own health decisions. It's a private matter, guys. Any failure to observe my rights means that you agree to pay $20 million for each encroachment upon my rights or interference with those who I am contracted to work with. This notice is sent in peace and in the love of Christ. And it is in peace and in the love of Christ that bat got blew out. Because they realize it ain't no games this way. Now, people would say, well, Dave, you could have made that at any time. So let's see. When was this? This document was made on October 1st, modified October 27th. All right. So October 1st. Okay, guys. So wrapping up, as you see, once again, more proof that notices and affidavits can change things so quickly. It is unbelievable. Sometimes you're in a fight with the direct deep state. It takes a little bit more time, but the truth is you just got to be in it to win it. We do have the technology, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding by God to be able to win. You see on this one, I partnered with my dad, and we dropped information that was unbelievable to many people, but my dad knew off rip that when we put it out there, it was going to be some smoke. So, it's crazy. He came with full confidence and told me to get this thing going and make a change. And this was back in, so it had to be before October because I got done on October 1st. So it goes to show, though, that there's things happening behind the scenes that you guys get to see the victories on today. Once again, that's huge and shakes the nation, if not internationally. You got to realize that these things that were done were planned months ago, put together and started months ago, and the notices were starting to be put out, right? Or at least over a month ago. So this goes to show how powerful God is, how mighty God is, and how when we come together and decide to take action, that anything is possible with God. So guys, continue to stand up, continue to give notice, continue to kick butt. If you want to learn more how to do these notices or join any of our membership classes, please hit me up at Dave Cares for You on Telegram. Let me know you want to get into the classes. We do have memberships that's private, like education. And we have several different courses, but they are power-packed and nuts. And I'm telling you, my dad, I told my dad that no attorney would be able to answer this because it's true. They would not be able to deal with this. And so my dad was letting people know, look, let's get rolling. And he encouraged people at his plant, and they encouraged people at other plants. And this is how fast things can move around the nation. There is no problem too big in this nation that cannot be erased by the people having knowledge and taking appropriate action. So Josh Barnett and I, we told you guys that we don't need to complain. We just need to do notice. You guys saw some stuff happen with the airline. We also did notice to the airlines at the same time for their employees. We had a guy who had a big connection with them. We did a webinar for them and did notice. But guys, this is how the real world works. You put people on notice and they quickly change their focus, right? So at Dave Cares for You on Telegram is the way you can reach me if you want to get into some of these programs and learn how to do the same, learn the knowledge and wisdom behind this. Also, you can go to restoremyrepublic.com, restoremyrepublic.com. You can put www in front and all that HTTP stuff, restoremyrepublic.com. And I don't check that one every day. Not even every week, but I start sending out campaigns or whatever after you subscribe. So you have to subscribe first. I send out campaigns, so I'll probably check if the Lord wills and send another one out today. So if you put your name in there and you're waiting for something like big, it may come today. But anyway, this video is yours. This is how we win. This is how we kick butt. Another set of monstrous notices goes out, and another big form of tyranny falls down. God is good. Let's get it, baby. This video is yours. Dave Jose. Peace.